Hello guys, my name is Victor Bloodstone. Today I will be telling you guys about 4 true, scary and disturbing horror stories of abandoned mines. So let's get started. Story 1. The Whispering Depths. Deep within the heart of the abandoned mine, I ventured alone, my flashlight casting feeble beams that barely pierced the oppressive darkness. The air was thick with dust, and every step echoed ominously against the cold, stone walls. As I descended deeper into the depths, I began to hear whispers of faint, indistinct voices that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. I brushed them off as mere echoes of my own thoughts, but the whispers grew louder and more insistent with each passing moment. Suddenly, I stumbled upon a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with crude drawings and symbols. To my horror, I realized that the abandoned mine was more than just a forgotten relic. It was a tomb for lost souls, trapped within its depths for all eternity. As I tried to flee, the whispers grew louder, their voices intertwining into a cacophony of anguish and despair. Panic seized me as I realized I was not alone in the mine, that something malevolent lurked in the shadows, watching, waiting. No matter where I turned, it followed me like a specter, its cursed presence a constant reminder of the horrors that lurked within the abandoned mine. Story 2. The Forgotten Workings. I ventured deep into the bowels of the abandoned mine, my footsteps echoing off the walls as I navigated the maze-like tunnels. The air was heavy with the scent of rust and decay, and the silence was suffocating in its intensity. As I pressed onward, I stumbled upon a forgotten section of the mine, a network of tunnels that seemed to stretch on endlessly into the darkness. Curiosity overtook me, and I followed the winding passages deeper and deeper into the earth. Suddenly, I found myself in a vast chamber, its walls lined with rows upon rows of rusted machinery and broken tools. To my horror, I realized that the abandoned mine was more than just a relic of the past. It was a graveyard for the workers who had toiled away in its depths. As I tried to escape, the shadows seemed to come alive around me, twisting and writhing in unnatural shapes. Panic seized me as I realized I was not alone in the mine, that something malevolent lurked in the darkness, watching, waiting. No matter where I turned, it followed me like a specter, its cursed presence a constant reminder of the horrors that lurked within the abandoned mine. Story 3. The Veins of Darkness. In the depths of the abandoned mine, I ventured alone, my senses alert to every creak and groan of the ancient tunnels. The air was heavy with the smell of earth and decay, and a sense of foreboding settled over me like a shroud. As I explored further, I stumbled upon a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with strange symbols and markings. To my horror, I realized that the abandoned mine was more than just a relic of the past. It was a gateway to a realm of darkness, where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into nothingness. As I tried to flee, the walls of the mine seemed to close in around me, trapping me in a nightmarish labyrinth from which there was no escape. Panic seized me as I realized I was not alone in the mine, that something malevolent lurked in the shadows, watching, waiting. No matter where I turned, it followed me like a specter, its cursed presence a constant reminder of the horrors that lurked within the abandoned mine. Story 4. The Miner's Curse. Descending into the depths of the abandoned mine, I felt a chill run down my spine. Despite the stifling heat that enveloped me, the shafts stretched out before me like yawning chasms, their depths obscured by darkness. As I ventured deeper, I stumbled upon a forgotten tunnel, its entrance partially obscured by rubble and debris. Ignoring the warnings of danger, I pressed onward, driven by an insatiable curiosity. Inside, I found myself in a cavernous chamber, its walls lined with the remnants of the miners who had toiled away in this desolate place. Rusty tools lay scattered on the ground, and the air was thick with the scent of decay. Suddenly, I heard a low moan emanating from the shadows, followed by the sound of shuffling footsteps. To my horror, I realized that I was not alone in a mine. Something else was down here with me, something ancient and malevolent. As I tried to flee, the walls of the chamber seemed to close in around me, trapping me in a suffocating embrace. Panic seized me as I realized that I had stumbled upon a cursed place, where the spirits of the miners still roamed, seeking vengeance for the injustices done to them in life. No matter where I turned, the presence followed me, its icy grip tightening with each passing moment. Desperate and alone, I knew that I had to escape the mine before it claimed me as its next victim, but as I fled into the darkness, I couldn't shake the feeling that the miner's curse would haunt me forever, a constant reminder of the horrors that lurked within the abandoned mine. If you liked the stories, then consider liking the video and subscribing my channel, as it would motivate me to make more videos for you guys, and thank you for watching this video.